kindly introduce yourself to the committee.
Good morning. I am Father Peter Paul Yeletuo, Principal.
I'm James Bayo Deme, Acting Finance Officer.
All right, thank you very much. You're welcome. Paragraph 474 of the Auditor General report on the pre-university educational institutions. That report we are dealing with now. So, Honorable Ajay Watson will take it. Paragraph 474.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. McCoy College of Education. You have a case of unsupported payments amounting to 7,500. And this is reflected on 4 PVs. So the auditors ask that in the absence of the supporting documents, the amount be refunded. So the simple question is, has the amount been refunded?
Thank you, Chair. The document asked for have been provided. First one is about admission letter to one of those who received the money. He has provided the admission letter, and then the other has even gone further to provide the certificate in lieu of which she picked the money. Thank you.
Has that information been made available to the auditors?
Yes, Chair.
Can the auditors confirm for us?
Honorable Chair, all the supporting documents have been provided. Thank you.
That will be all for me, Mr. Chairman.
The next infraction, paragraph 478, Honorable Roxon.
Chairman, thank you very much. Principal, welcome. Now, the auditors have established that as many as 41 staff members were given salary advances and you were unable to recover these monies. And this conduct breached Regulation 32 of the LI 2378. So you breach the law. So they have made 2 recommendations. 1, recover these monies, and 2, put systems in place that you can recover quickly salary advances that you give to staff. We are in 2023, August. Have you carried out these 2 recommendations?
Thank you, Chair. There's a lot on this issue.
I want a yes and no answer, then you can explain.
Not all has been recovered, Chair.
Okay. So now explain.
Issues that are non-salary advance issues, we have cleared those. Those that concern salary advances, there's a background to it. The college was a private college.
Let me understand this clearly. The auditors flag only one issue.
Yeah.
And that is respect of uncollected salary advances.
In
respect of McCoy,
yes,
41 staff members.
Yes.
So let's address that, then you can bring in some other matters.
Yes, I'm just addressing that.
Okay, let me hear you.
I started explaining that the college was a private college and was absorbed in 2018. And these people were to be paid from 2018 to 2020. And within that period, 2 years, they were not paid. And they had to work. We had to give them something. And that is 150, 200 for the 2 years. That has amounted to that amount. When they were being paid in 2020, they were given 1 month arrears. We asked them to pay. They have since been paying until this issue came up. And IOCO invited them last year and interrogated them one by one. After that, they have actually written to GTEC and Ministry of Finance asking that they are unable to pay this amount until their arrears, which is over 1 million, is paid, because that the little they have paid, they have used that to defray the debts they incurred when they were not paid for 2 years. Letters to that effect are attached to the document.
Now, the second recommendation, do you still give salary advances to staff?
After that, we did give.
Do you still give salary advances to staff?
After that, we did give.
Do you still give salary advance to staff?
No.
Yes.
No.
You don't?
No.
Okay. So there is no need for you to implement the second recommendation.
Okay.
Now, let me understand this. When the auditors flagged the issue, when they raised the issue during the audit period,
Yeah.
did you respond within the 30-day window? The explanations you are giving us.
We did.
You addressed the issue with the auditors in the manner you are speaking.
Exactly, and provided evidence. And afterwards, I followed up with the audit committee to the regional auditor, and he said it was too late, that he had already forwarded the information.
You see, that's why I asked you whether you did it within the 30-day period. Auditors, I listened to his explanation. Chairman, if I have your permission, I listened to his explanation, and it makes reasonable responses. The government, instead of paying them over the period that the school got absorbed, paid them 1 month. So they were expecting to get this back pay so they could defray these salary advances. And they wrote, did these letters come to your attention? Because I see the nature of the report, the way you captured it, there's no mention of this engagement. That's what bothers me.
Honorable Chair, to speak to our recommendation first, the issue is still outstanding, nothing has been recovered. But to come to Honorable Roxanne issues, listening to him here, I think that any auditor would have accepted what he's saying, but I don't think this information was given to them. Because if the government is owing them, and they are also owing the school, I mean, it doesn't work for you to say that automatically they should be paid, but this information was not given. Thank you.
Chairman, let me leave this in your hands so that you may give some directive. Thank you.
So, Mr. Principal, what is the current state of the issue? Is government going to pay the arrears to this staff?
A letter has been written from GTEC to Ministry of Education to Finance to make this debt good, but nothing has since been done.
Have you submitted copies of those letters to the committee?
Yes, Chair.
Can you still give us a copy? So you give it to the clerk. Okay. Or they are part of what you submitted?
Everything is here.
This document?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so clerk, let's take note of this, and then for us to know the type of recommendation that we'll make to government. For now, continue pursuing the issue as we also make our recommendation to government on this.
Thank you, Chair.
But I think that the recovery, they have not made any recovery. And so you should not pursue the recovery aspect. Are you saying that they have recovered, you have recovered part of the money?
We have recovered part.
But the auditors are saying that you have not recovered anything. How much have you recovered so far?
Oh, we are talking about those that were not in connection with the salary advances. 9,604 cities, 50 pesos. It's stated here.
The issue is about 41 staff.
That one has not been recovered.
Okay, that's what we are dealing with. We're not dealing with any other thing.
Okay.
So you have not made any recovery, and you are rather pursuing the government paying them The arrears. Once the arrears are paid, you recover the money from them.
Yes, Chair.
Yes.
Chairman, with your permission, let me clarify. The 49 staff members were all, these are staffs from 2018? Or, because you keep saying that some took the money and paid, you recovered some. Are they all part of the 41? Or the people who are paid were newly recruited after 2018, and so they were not affected by the back pay?
These were all staff we had before the college was absorbed.
So how come some paid and some haven't paid?
I had to put threats. I even told them that if they did not pay, I was not going to process certain documents. So some paid a little.
Okay, Chairman, this clarifies it. He has to threaten some, so some actually paid. Out of the 41, totaling 95,691, you have recovered 9,000 out of it.
It's now left with 88,000.
So now you have 88,000 to recover.
Yes, Chair.
Okay, the recovery, Chairman, if he may bring this to the attention of the auditors, because they, according to their records, we haven't done any recoveries at all, so that they can regularize their records. Chairman, thank you.
Actually, the recovery will be made. But my point is that when government paid arrears, they recover. So those people you have recovered from, when government eventually paid arrears, you're not making a recovery from those people. So let's move now on to paragraph 514, which is payment for clothing and recommended textbooks by students not supplied, 281,704.50. So according to the auditors, Macquarie College of Education collected a total amount of 281,704.5 from 562 students for the supply of clothing and recommended textbooks in line with Section E of the fees schedule. The auditors further observed that as at the time of this audit, the items had not been supplied to the students. So in the opinion of the auditors, this situation may result in student agitation, which may affect teaching and learning. They therefore recommended to management to ensure that the items are supplied to the student without further delay. Have you supplied the student with these items?
Yes, Chair.
Auditors, can you confirm?
Honorable Chair, management has since supplied the clothing, leaving the textbooks. The recommended textbooks still outstanding. As at 10th of March 2023.
Have you, after 10th of March 2023, have you supplied the student with the textbooks?
Chair, it's not books to them in person, but books for the library. We have started with the process to equip the library with those books.
But the clothing, they are to be supplied to the student?
Yes, Chair.
Which you have done?
Yes, Chair.
So the 281,704.50, what portion of this amount relates to the textbooks? How much of this amount that you charge or collected from the students for the purpose of acquiring the textbooks for the library?
It is about 160.
160,000.
Yes, for clothing.
So the portion for the clothing Oh, that's for the clothing.
Yes, Chair.
So the portion for the textbook will be 120,000.
Close to that.
Yeah, 160, 281 minus 160 will give you 120. Or,
Yeah, it's close to that.
yeah, 121. Accountant. Are you the accountant?
Yes, Chair.
Okay. And your name is James?
Yes, Chair.
Oh, okay. All right, so auditors kindly verify that they actually acquired a textbook for the library. According to the principal, they're in the process of they've started. Have you paid the? Okay, let me ask. What is delaying the acquisition of the textbook for the library?
It involves even online books that we have to put in place. So we have gotten a technician to put in place what we need to get those gadgets to supply them.
So the books will be online?
Yes, we'll get some books online and some will be hard copies.
Okay. So a student can have access to the online one and read?
That's right.
All right. So that'll be all for you. You are therefore discharged.
Thank you, Chair.
Thank you very much for coming.